Welcome back to month 2 of the vlog. I've just finished Monday Climb Club. As you can see, I'm a little bit on the cold side. I'm gonna go home, have a shower, something to eat. Hope you guys enjoy. First things first, I've just sat back and watched my video recap from last week. I owe you guys a bit of an apology. I was an angry man, I was a tired man, I wasn't really enjoying my day. This week is a new week, week 5, 10% of my way through the year. I like statistics, and to realize that I'm 10% of the way there is pretty good feeling. Anyway, this week has been good. We had the inaugural edition of Climb Club. Great to see some local Catalan guys there join us for 21 repeats of the golf course climb. Gonna try and make this a regular weekly thing and drive some interest, some enthusiasm around climbing. Cycling has become too serious of late, and one glance at Instagram would highlight that. Let's have some fun. Let's go climb some hills, have some banter, and just enjoy it. I love the idea of, suffering together, and if we can create some fun out of it, then, why not? To be fair, I felt pretty horseshit this week. My focus has really been on resting. I know I said that I felt shithouse last week, so to say that I feel shithouse again is probably not surprising, given the amount of elevation I've done. Spent a good chunk of my time this week at Senate with my doctor, Marty. We've done some blood tests. There's nothing sort of out of the ordinary there. Everything looks normal and within my normal ranges. Immune system's still good, so he seems to think it's just muscle fatigue. So I actually jumped in the Photon, and I'm going to do a proper video on the Photon and what it's all about another time. But basically, you think of a machine that obliterates the lactic acid out of your body, and so I spent a good hour in it at 55 degrees Celsius and zapped my body from all lactic. I came back and I felt reasonably good. This week has been, again, a bit of a replication of last week. Monday at the golf course, Tuesday, 3,000 meters of elevation. I didn't even go to Rocket Corba this week. I actually stayed on the back of Els and just pumped it out. On Thursday, I actually went to the bike shop again because I've seemed to have gone through another set of brake pads. So 2 front and rear brake pads later and a little bit of a tune-up, the bike is ready to tackle another Everest. And this week I started things off right. I had Vegemite toast before my Everest on Friday, and any Australian knows that Vegemite is the only way to start the day because it makes you a happy little Vegemite. This week my Everest was at Montsane, Tour de l'Homme. The peak is called. 6 repeats, so a shorter Everest. 23 kilometers of elevation the climb and 1,500 odd meters of vert. I love longer climbs. I'm a bigger guy, don't really rate the short, steep ones, but a long one I can find a good rhythm on. And this week I was loving it. I felt great. Mentally, knowing that I only had 6 repeats to do was a lot easier. But yeah, the top of this road is the only downside. It's really potholed and really sketchy, but it just means you've got to be awake for that top little section. Again, home for Mcdonalds. This is becoming a bit of a routine too, but I'm sort of enjoying finding this routine, and my body is adapting and I'm starting to feel better. I feel more confident off the back of this week, having succeeded in my Everesting attempt and having felt good on the Everest. Well, I hope that this is a sign of things to come for next week. Yeah, yesterday was just an easy day on the back of Els. I actually met up with Tristan, who was doing an Everesting there. Joined the guys there for 2 of the repeats, and then we came home. I actually had a massage on Saturday afternoon, which was nice. This morning, chill day, went to a cafe for a coffee, and just been taking it easy. So today's all about rest, and tomorrow is about kicking off a new week. So let's see what it brings. Week 6 is a wrap, and it has been a great week. I got a new bike. Nothing more really needs to be said. I'm back on a Specialized Roubaix. Same bike as I rode at the Tour de France this last year, although slightly different geometry. I'm running a standard geometry this year on a 56. I've got SRAM, which I'm loving, the massive gear ratios. I'm on Rival wheels, the Alpinist wheels, which I'm loving, super lightweight. Paint job this year is sick. This is going to be my workhorse for the year. I'm going to do a vlog on this bike as a standalone piece. It deserves it, and I'll give you guys some details, some of the more fine details of this bike and why I love it. Climb Club happened on Monday. These turnouts are growing. We had 8 this week, and it's so good to actually see some local Catalans joining us, as well as some of the expats in town. I enjoy it. I look forward to a Monday each week. I guess the social aspect of riding with other people, but also that suffering together is something that I do really enjoy. If you're in Girona and you feel like a hardy training ride, then come and join us on a Monday for Climb Club, 10:15 a.m. for coffee at Nanita for a 10:30 rollout. Yeah, I rode with Harrison this week. He's back from COVID. It was great to get out to Roca Corba and tackle a couple of ascents with him. Bit of a hiccup on the way out. Harrison's Di2 battery went flat. What's going on with the bike, Harry? Why are we at the bike shop?
Gears don't work.
No gears.
No.
You might need that at Roca Corba. We were forced to pull into Cyclosphere, a little bike shop in Banyola's, charge her up and get back on the road. To 2 attempts in the bag of Roca Corba, and then back into town for Bravas. This week was quick, and Friday's roll round super fast, where my whole week is almost built around the Friday and the Everesting. This week we were back at Montsaigne for an Everesting. Rather than the Moscarolas side, we tackled Campins Road this week, which is a road adjacent to Moscarolas. We climb up to the same point. I would say the camp inside is more beautiful. The change in landscape as you ascend is amazing. But the only thing that lets this climb down is the top 4 or 5 kilometers up to Tour de l'Homme. It's just super potholed and sketchy, both going up and down. I assume they keep it that way to keep traffic and keep people away from the top, but it could be like a 10 from 10 climb if they fixed it. Anyway, I digress. It was a good day out. Great to be back on the Roubaix. I woke up Saturday morning actually feeling really fresh, and I think that's because of the geometry being a little bit higher at the front end, and also having the Future Shock up the front. Just dampens all of the road buzz and leaves me, I guess as the rider, feeling a whole lot more fresh with a whole lot more energy, which is, for what I'm doing, a massive bonus. Yeah, Everesting went super well. We finished at 10, came back to Girona, Mcdonalds as per usual. Then on Saturday, tackled my 1,000 meters up Els Angels. 1 up the front side, 2 up the back. Felt really good, as I said. Super surprised with how the legs and the body felt for that matter. Whole fueling, and in particular using the Super Sapiens unit on my handlebars to give me an idea of where my glucose is sitting throughout the ride is a massive, I don't know how to say this. It has changed the way I ride a bike. It has changed the way I fuel in particular. And again, like the Roubaix, I'm going to do a standalone video on the Super Sapiens unit and the energy band and that whole device in general. But yeah, great sensations on Saturday. I guess one thing I've missed this week is that Leia got a new bike as well. So my partner, she's been riding on a gravel bike up until now. This week we went and got a Specialized Athos. So she is now part of the Specialized family, riding their super lightweight road bike. It's a sexy looking bike. I want one. I love my Roubaix, but climbing on this thing must be a climbing dream. She's stoked to be on that. I'd say next week she'll get out and do a repeat with me as part of the Everest. But yeah, been a good week. Happy with how things are going. Sunday afternoon, I need to go and put my feet up and relax. But I'll check in with you guys next week for week 7. Give you guys a little bit of perspective. A typical day normally revolves around a work call in the morning, so trying to get something happening for this year. Before I ride, I then jump on the bike for anywhere from 3 to 5 hours on a typical day. and then come back home having had some lunch and straight on the computer to do a little bit more work. We've got a big concept we're launching this year. You guys are going to find out all about it soon. I want to give you some insight because it's not all just about riding the bike. There's a whole lot that goes into making these events and these challenges happen outside of time on the bike, and I find that is where most of my energy goes. So today I am researching space. It is February 20th. I am sitting outside. I have a jumper on, but it is not cold. Week 7 is a wrap. This week was Valentine's Day. For those that have been to Girona, or Spain for that matter, will know that the Catalans and the Spanish enjoy pernil, or Iberican jamon. It's very thinly sliced, cured meat. I treated Leia to some of the highest quality pernil this week for Valentine's Day, and as a good boyfriend I also degreased her drivetrain in a little ultrasonic cleaner I bought for Christmas. Little gift to self. We're now completely lubricant free. No dirty jokes please. We are waxing our chains and the difference is insane. The bikes are way cleaner, the drivetrains are way smoother, there's a whole lot less maintenance that needs to happen. I rate it. Get an ultrasonic cleaner, €50 on Amazon, it'll change your life. One thing I didn't mention last week, and I only just remember this week looking at my sort of recap notes, is that last week I completed a 2,500 meter day on Sunday to give me a grand total of 22,000 meters of vert for the week, which meant Monday I actually had a day off. And the reason being was that it was gonna rain on Monday and I didn't want to get my white area shoes dirty, so I had Monday off this week. It was Valentine's Day and it was a bit of a shitty day. I actually, we got some news that my car engine blew up, and so the Seat needs a new engine. Not a great Valentine's Day gift, but these things happen. Tuesday, 3,000 meter day. Finding a bit of a routine here. Went out to Rocket Corba with my coach Zippy. He actually chickened out and didn't climb anything with me. He left me high and dry, so to speak. And so I completed 2 ascents alone, rolled back into town for some time in the photon machine at Senate. And I've been doing it once a week just to help flush the legs out. And I actually feel the difference. I notice a big change in how I feel the following day. It's like these weeks roll around so fast. And I think, like I say every week, it's basically a focus of the week is Friday, getting to Friday feeling fresh. This week I felt good. Picked a climb this week, Mardadeo del Monte. And for those that have been in Girona, it's a bit of an iconic climb. 45 minutes north of Girona, 11 kilometers in length with around 700 meters of vert. With a forecast of 23 degrees, I figured it'd be a good day to get out there and hammer an Everest. We went out in Leia's Mini, got things underway at 8 a.m, 12 repeats of Mardadeu. Got me the magic number of 8,848 meters. I hate to say it, but I think I ruined that climb. You know, sometimes you do a climb too many times and you get a little bit sick of it, and I got a lot of bit sick of Mardadeo del Monte this week. It is a beautiful climb, but yeah, I bored myself on it, and there was actually a heap of little caterpillars. I don't know if you can see my legs, I had allergic reaction to these caterpillars on the road just flicking up off my wheels and getting on the body, and I've just been itchy ever since. But yeah, we got the job done, even if I am a little bit itchy. Leia joined me for an ascent this week on her Athos. It was funny, I found her roadside actually trying to ride around the caterpillars, and yeah, it was pretty funny. But anyway, she did an ascent. It was good fun. It broke the day up. And then in the evening, as we moved into the evening, I cracked on some tunes and got lost in the music. And one thing I wanted to say is that on Strava now, I'm now sharing the playlist that I listen to while I'm riding. So jump across to Strava, have a bit of a listen, and you will see what's on my ears for my sessions during the week. So yeah, that's it. It's been a good week. Stay tuned, and we will chat next week. Bon dia. Welcome to the week 8 recap. 2 months have flown by. We're at the end of February now. 8 weeks of riding has been completed. 8 Everests are in the bag, and I think these vlogs are becoming a great reminder of just what's happened this year. Yeah, I think at the end of the year, these are going to be a great reflection for me to look back on. This week, I started fueled on Catalan caldo. For those that don't know what caldo is, it's a type of soup with a whole lot of different meats and pasta, and it's a funky looking concoction. It tastes pretty good. I have to say, it fueled me pretty well for Monday's Climb Club. We had a great turnout for Climb Club. What I'm nervous about though is that I'm becoming more and more tired, and the riders that are joining me are becoming stronger and stronger as a result of the Climb Club. And so I think that come June, July, I'm gonna be sitting on the back of the group, sucking in the big ones while they ride away from me. That being said, it is great to see everyone joining us on a Monday, and I encourage you guys who come to Girona, come and join us on a Monday morning for one of these climb clubs. A great way to log some vert for the beginning of the week. We wrapped up another 2,500 meter day at Rocacorba with good mate Tristan and Sam, and even bumped into a couple of woolen friends on the way. Always nice to see a little bit of wildlife out on the road. Believe it or not, my bike needed new brake pads. What I'm finding is that every 2 weeks I'm requiring a new set of pads. And so if there is any brake pad brand out there that would like to support this endeavor, then I encourage you to get in contact. It is going to cost you a bit because I am going to go through some pads, but I can guarantee that I can get you some good coverage. As per normal, Friday rolled around far quicker than I thought it would, and this week I decided to Everest on a climb starting at Osor. We're here in Osor, midway up the valley to St Hilary Sikam. Haven't ridden this road for a long time. Got a nice little climb, around 5 or 6 kilometers in length with 400 or 500 meters of vert. Have some different company with me today. Have Sam here, helping me with the logistics and getting things going. We're about to hit the road for Everest number 8. And I had a great day on the bike. I was joined by a local Catalan rider for a couple of ascents. He brought his baby boy out to say g'day early in the morning, which was nice, a nice surprise. And then my mate Sam joined me for the 4 repeats in what I like to call no man's land. No man's land on an Everest is the 3rd quarter. Always find it really difficult to find the motivation and the energy to push through after lunch, and that 3rd quarter, it's always nice to have someone there by your side, so great to have Sam there. All in all, it's been a great week. I'm happy with the progress. I'm happy with the statistics. I'm happy with how the body's feeling. The only thing I'm not so happy about is the weather forecast for next week. It's looking like it's going to be a little bit wet, and so I need to try and adjust my Everesting days to align with the sunny day during the week, which seems to be Tuesday, Wednesday. But that is a worry for another week. I'm going to get some rest. I'll chat to you guys soon.